Hi Virgo, I hope you're all doing well. So right up front, I'm going to tell you that the energy feels a little heavy, so this might not be your reading, and if it's not, that's perfectly fine. My readings are timeless, so you can check out the library, the Virgo library in the playlist. Maybe there'll be a reading that feels more attuned and aligned with where you're at right now. Maybe you want to come back to this reading. But if it does resonate, there will be an extended. I'll put that link in the description box below. So I pulled out 3 cards, oracle cards, to check on your energy before we get into the tarot. And I got the moon, the coyote, and the vision quest. Okay, Virgo. I feel like this past full moon in Scorpio, the lunar eclipse, that thing, I feel like it kind of hit you hard. I feel as though there was a little bit, I'm hearing a soul instinct to retreat. And if you've been feeling like you want to kind of pull back your energy, I'm hearing some of you don't feel as though you don't have time. There's too much going on, but you really want to pull back. Others of you are pulling your energy back. And some of you feel kind of lonely, or that somebody's not understanding you or supporting you at this time. But Spirit wants you to know that the moon is in equal darkness as it is in the light. Okay, the moon has cycles where it must retreat into the darkness. I'm hearing only to be recognized so that when it comes into the light, I'm hearing, aha, there it is. It's like, so people, I don't know, so people will remember its significance. So there's a strong message here about retreating. And part of the reason is because there is a coyote energy in your field, in your auric field. And the coyote is the archetype of the trickster. So this could be a part of yourself, most definitely, or it could be someone you're dealing with. But whatever it is a spiritual lesson. And when we master the lesson of the trickster energy, what we gain is really infinite cosmic wisdom, I'm hearing. I guess it depends on how big the trickster is, how big the coyote is. I'm hearing no, not really. It's what you do with the experience. It's what you do with the energy that will determine how big the lesson and what the awards, I'm hearing, and rewards will be that you reap. And this is what the Vision Quest card is saying, is that you have to go kind of into this space, spend some time alone, really relax, be easy on yourself, be easy on your body. Don't feel guilty for shutting yourself off. If you have been running around a lot or you have a lot of things on your plate, make sure you're carving out some time just for yourself. Like, I'm really seeing a sacred space for yourself here, because Spirit is trying to contact you and can't quite get through to you. There needs to be some time to ease the mind so that you can hear what it is that your self is telling you about someone or something. So this seems pretty intense. I do feel like it's directly related to the full moon that we just had. And I do feel like you can trace back the feeling that you have right now as you watch this to that full moon, I'm hearing, or a Scorpio. Interesting. Okay, Virgo, let's get into it. Let's see what's going on here. This is obviously a general reading, so, parts of it might resonate, other parts might not. You know the deal, right? So let's see, Virgo. It's almost, I have almost like a nervous energy. I don't know why you feel nervous about going within. I'm hearing some of you might have felt pushed into a corner, into self-analyzation. Okay, well, that's not cool. Let's see, let's get the cards out. 3 more, Spirit. 3 more. 3. Okay, Virgo. Let's have a look and see what's going on here. Let me just organize this a little bit. We have the Sun at the bottom of the deck. Right. So you will come out of the darkness. And now this darkness, of course, could be metaphorical. Maybe it's just you are keeping your thoughts to yourself and it's not actually like you need to go have a timeout, I'm hearing somewhere. But I think for many of you, you do. There's something about this time period activating your crown chakra. There's someone, I keep getting this, there's someone or something that has been a trickster. And I feel like you are unbound from their energy. And it's like in unbinding yourself, wow, okay, unbinding yourself, you are now going to realize what you actually feel and think about something. Okay. Your current energy is the Page of Cups. That's beautiful. So you are ready to open your heart. And I feel like that's part of the unbinding. It's like your heart was bound up to something, a particular idea, maybe a vision of how you saw yourself, a person, a job, what have you. But now that it's almost like I'm hearing like a spell has been broken. I feel like that's a metaphor, okay, definitely. But it's like, yeah, something had you so firmly. For some of you, now this is only for some of you, it felt like an obsession. But the obsession or the reiteration, the replaying of an event or something over and over in your mind, maybe over a period of years or a period of time, wasn't neurotic. No, this is a general message, but it wasn't neurotic for whoever I'm speaking to. It was, something was in that review process in your mind that you were trying to get to. And it's like, how do I explain this? It's like, here's the wisdom you had in your mind. And you were just kind of like going in circles and circles trying to find this wisdom. This is very strange. I've never done something like this. And it's like, I'll take this lighter, which is a bat lighter. This is very interesting. Was kind of interfering. So it's like, I wish I could do this with, I wish I had more hands. So this is circling and this is circling at the same time. So it's like blocking you from getting to clarity and truth and perception and wisdom. Your soul, your soul's knowledge about a situation. And it's this character that's the problem here. So this could be your shadow, a part of yourself. But whatever it is, it's something a little bit sneaky with the bats here. And of course, just to continue, Virgo, I know, this lights this, right? So it's almost like a danger, right? So if you come across this, it's like it could burn you and you'll never get to this aspect or this truth, this wisdom. So you have to be very careful. But here's what the trickster is saying, right? In burning you, of course, this is Palo Santo, there's a purification. Wow, Spirit, you're getting me to do some weird things in this reading. Okay. So, of course you didn't want to get burned by that person. But what Spirit is saying is you had to confront this person or whatever this represents to you and embrace the fear of getting burned in order to learn that the lesson is actually one of purification. Oh, wow. I'm like emotional all of a sudden. This is cool. Are you with me, Virgo? Wow. All right. Now, let's keep going. Your current challenge, 2 of Cups. I'm hearing seeing you for you. Interesting. Now, of course, you could be having a challenge in a love connection, in a contract, in some kind of relationship. In finding mutual reciprocity of emotional intelligence with someone, I'm getting. Let's clarify this a little bit. Tell me more. Okay. Left. Omen. What's to the left of you? Something to the left of you could be an omen of some sort. I'm also seeing Mars. I'm hearing Virgo and Mars. Okay, how do you interact with Mars energy? I feel like despite clearing something out and being unbound and, you know, purifying yourself by confronting the shadow or confronting the truth of a situation or even a person, there's something left. Like it's like a lingering energy. Maybe you're seeing omens that something more is to come here in this connection or in this situation. And it's challenging you because you feel like you've released it. But it's the last like bit moving away from you. All those little signs and synchronicities and omens and messages you're receiving that this hasn't totally closed out, that you haven't learned your lesson. It's just kind of like the leftovers that need to be cleared out. It's nothing significant. I'm hearing don't devour them again. Like don't eat them. Don't ingest them as... This is so weird. As something that you need to process again. You're going to have to let me know if this is making sense to you. Okay. Current support. Ace of Cups. This is beautiful. I'm hearing back to self. Now, of course, when we have the ace and it splits, it goes into the 2. And that's the challenge. So you're going back to yourself here. To reimagine a more eloquent type of love, type of soul satisfaction. I feel this is a really gentle, loving energy coming towards you and coming from within you. Let's get a little bit more on this. King of Wands. Could be a King of Wands type character, not gender specific. A fire sign. It's interesting because here we have the fire, right? And that Mars energy, 9 of Cups. Maybe you needed to familiarize yourself with something that challenged you in order not to fear the positive aspect of that in someone else. I definitely feel as though somebody is coming forward, and this is someone who's way wise. Okay, way wise. Something way. I'm seeing a street sign that has way at the end of it. I don't know what that means. Maybe this is the street you live on, or they live on, or where you're gonna meet. But something way, like a parkway or something like that. This is someone who's very wise, someone who is activated and knows when to use their power. I feel like this is someone you have a soul contract with, that you've met in your vision quest. My ear's ringing right there. Yes, you've met them on astral in the 5D. Yeah. Okay, and I feel like Spirit's trying to help you see that this is coming for you as a result of you confronting that trickster energy, which required you to go within. Do you see how it's all linked together? It's like a chain. You can't have one event without the other, is what I'm feeling here. So it's going to be okay. This is it's difficult, but it's a good thing. What's going on here? Okay. What have you overcome recently with the Justice card? Some karma. You cleared some karma with that Scorpio full moon. Yes, you did. I feel this very strongly. Tell me more about this karma that's been cleared. Synchronicity, draw the line. Good for you. Risk, I'm seeing Sagittarius there. Ascension, beautiful. Love. Okay, could be something with the Sagittarius or a Sagittarius placement of your own you're getting more familiar and comfortable with. I'm also seeing Cancer. Now we have all signs in our chart, so these might be interesting for you to look at what houses they're ruling for you. Hope, distract, risk, synchronicity, and draw the line. Look, Virgo, you said enough, okay? Maybe there are omens. Maybe there are synchronicities that I'm supposed to go towards this person, or I'm supposed to stay in this situation, or blah, 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 whatever. And it's like you got to a point where you're like, I can't do this anymore. I have to release. I have to unbind myself. I have to walk into the fire there and be the phoenix that the Scorpio full moon is asking me to be and rise from those ashes. But first you have to burn, right? You have to become those ashes. And I don't mean this in like a morbid, masochistic way. I mean this in a purifying way. You drew the line, even with the synchronicities you were seeing. Like you could have been seeing something over and over and over again that was reminding you of something. Or maybe you were watching messages like on tarot or what have you. And it's like, I can't do that. It's distracting me from my ascension process. And there's a risk here the longer you held on to hope. Clever. That you would get lost in your own mind trying to find the missing piece of why something had you bound. Very interesting, Virgo. This is like, I'm hearing intellectual spirituality. Cool. So you cleared some karma. And then the next card placement is how? 7 of Wands. This is again, drawing the line, standing up for yourself, saying no way. I'm not walking down that path anymore. I'm not balancing on the tightrope. I'm seeing Niagara Falls here, okay, and a tightrope. Maybe that means something to you. Yes. See the crown chakra? This is an activation of your crown chakra. Look, and in this card too. And in this card, it's like all over the place, okay? So when you have an activation of your crown chakra, you become closer to the divine. You're able to receive messages with clarity. Listen to your inner channelings, I'm hearing. And be settled in yourself and the path you've chosen. Okay. What does Spirit want you to reflect on right now? The Knight of Pentacles. I feel like this is you, definitely as the earth sign here. This is finding your sense of stability and security. It's also a connection from your root to your crown. You see how there's like a little light source here and a light source there. It's finding alignment, but you had to unbind yourself from whatever this is in order to align your root chakra. The root chakra is about safety, security, grounding, feeling like solid in who you are and what you're doing, feeling okay, feeling okay. And because you did that, now you're finding more alignment here. I also feel like Spirit wants you to focus on, I'm hearing career for some of you, strength. Where do you gain your strength? What gives you strength? What's your vision here of strength? I feel like it is something very earthy and material. Are there certain activities that are grounding that you find strength in? Can you incorporate that, I'm hearing, into your daily practice or even into your career? I'm feeling a little emotional here. It's like, but it's beautiful. It's like, it's a big release. Virgo. It's really beautiful. And congratulations. Okay, now let's calm down, Andy. Aspect of your of yourself that needs attention right now. The Star. Well, after you activate the crown chakra, there's apparently some other chakras beyond that get you even closer. I'm hearing to the galactic interface, okay, but to the divine, to spirit. And I feel like now that you've activated your crown chakra, it's not like, okay, I'm in alignment, that's it. It's like, no, you can continue the ascension process here. Also, recognize how beautiful and hypnotic you are, how much healing you provide the outer world just by being the complicated you that you are. Your complexity draws people in, magnetizes them. Don't simplify yourself for anyone. And I guess that's kind of been like, my whole little demonstration there. It's like, you are who you are, right? You communicate the way you communicate. Don't feel like you need to, quote unquote, dumb yourself down or simplify yourself in any way. That's part of your gift here, is that Mercury ruler that you have in your Virgo nature. Use it, embrace it. And man, like, I've been reading a lot about different, like, deeper stuff about astrology, and like so much criticism of Virgo, like all over the place. Like, I don't know, astrologers, not all of them, but the ones I've been reading, which are kind of older books from the 70s and 80s, but it's like, I don't know what their issue was with Virgo, because all signs have a magnificent quality of ascension that will help develop, if we are able to access the higher polarity of all signs in our chart, then we are like, we're going up, we're ascending, we're clearing, we're clarifying things, we're purifying. And you're key to that, especially as you rule the temple of the soul, the body, 6th house matters, the temple. Okay. So focus on your temple, as remain grounded as you ascend, and don't simplify yourself. That's the message there. Okay, let's see next. 8 months advice, but 8 months just came out there. I don't know. Maybe something's happening in 8 months for you, or maybe it was 8 months ago. Ace of Wands. You can trust that you have all the knowledge you need to embark on whatever your heart desires, because your heart is in alignment with your crown chakra. Your heart chakra is aligned with your crown chakra, so you're okay to go. You're good to go. Ace of Cups coming in. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. This is amazing. I feel like that Ace of Wands energy is important when you're connecting with spirit on your vision quest. Many of you might want to work with fire, and by that I mean light a candle or create a fire, if you, in a safe way, obviously, outside a fire pit, or maybe you have a cast iron something or other you could start a fire in. I feel like this is something very important about embracing this energy as your own, as your own power. There's something about connecting to spirit in that way. Okay, so maybe you want to do some research about fire purification, fire energy, and what the divine, how to access the divine through that. What's coming up down the road? Temperance. I almost said dude, which I don't say anymore. I used to all the time, but maybe that's for someone. But dude, look at that chakra alignment. And remember, I was just saying how there's more chakras above the crown. It's like, here they are. This is coming for you. Or you're coming for it, I should say. Because you're the one doing the work here. So this is alchemizing. This is healing. This is finding peace and serenity. To know that you are on a journey in the universe of life. Okay? You're on this journey. You're guided, you're protected by spirit, but also by yourself. and that you have trust and faith in the process, because once you encounter or did encounter this trickster energy, both within another and within yourself, you know, energetic exchange there, you understand the purpose of it. You understand the value, the lesson, the wisdom it gave you. And now you have more trust for the journey. This was absolutely beautiful, Virgo. I really hope you enjoyed it. I am going to go into the extended. I want to find out more about this current support with the Ace of Cups and the King of Wands. Like, what's this all about? I'm also going to look more into the challenge to see how we can help you there and get some advice. What else do we want to look into? Yeah, I think that's it. So we'll go into the challenge and the support for you and really get some key wisdom. I'm going to pull out a last card to close the reading out here. Let's get one of these. Get a last message for Virgo here. Attraction. Yeah, I feel like you're definitely attracting this King of Wands, Ace of Cups. Maybe we should get a little bit warm here. No. Okay. All right, Virgo. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.